Hello everyone and welcome to the First Things to Do video. This is a video series where I go around showing off things to do in various places throughout certain cities. The first place we have is Kemah Boardwalk. Kemah Boardwalk is a little amusement park in Kemah, Texas, about 30 miles south of Houston. And it's just a great place to go with the family. There's several restaurants that you can go eat at. There are several shops there as well, and it's also famous for its rides, which I believe there are about 15 of them. So, so let's get right into it. So this is actually one of the hotels you can actually stay on in the park. And it just has a great view of the bay. You can see it's kind of curved. And right below the hotel are shops. So you don't have to actually walk too far to go out and shop. Over here they have outdoor seating for, I guess, this restaurant. I believe it's called the Flying Dutchman. So on a nice evening, a nice cool evening, you have a bunch of people eating outdoors, enjoying this lovely weather that we have here in the southeast Texas. All the humidity, let me tell you. It's humid over here. So if you're not used to the humidity and you're not used to 90+ degree weather, it's gonna be tough on you. Right here they have some feeding stations for some fish. You can put in a quarter and it gives you some fish food, and you're supposed to just throw it in the water right over there, and man, the fish go crazy for it. There's a lot.
Could be right in time, and can you see?
So over here is where we start to see the rides kind of get next to the boardwalk. Here's one of the more kiddie rides. I want to talk about this ride right over here, the one that says Kemah Boardwalk on top of it. You actually go in there and it's like a rotating ride. It slowly rotates as it ascends, and it just gives you a brief history of Kemah, the name of it, and it's one of the more cooler rides. There's also AC on the ride, so I'd suggest going on it if it's a hot day. So I'm walking up to the water, and you can just see the lovely view that you have whenever you're walking on the boardwalk. I mean, it's just as far as the eye can see, you know, where the water touches the sky. And this is a common view that we have over here. You know, just people on their boats, just going out, enjoying the day. You know, I think it was a Monday. And there's another one. So, yeah, it's very common. On a nice Saturday afternoon, you're going to see a bunch of sailboats out in the distance. So, I mean, people really enjoy going on the water. This telescope right over here, I believe it's like 50 cents. You just put in 2 quarters and you have access to the telescope. You know, you can put it in for your kids. They can look at the sailboats that are out there. I know that they have some step stools right there so that little kids can actually step on it and they can, you know, see into the telescope. It's a really cool experience, and there's plenty of them on the boardwalk, as you can see. So there's enough to share. There's enough to go around for sure. want to talk about this restaurant right over here. This is Saltgrass Steakhouse. And as you can see, there are 2 tunnels there. That's where the train actually goes through. So the train actually goes underneath the restaurant. You can't hear it in the restaurant, but it's pretty cool that the train kind of travels through it. And as you can see, the view from the restaurant inside is a nice view of the bay. So. And this is the end of the boardwalk. This is the end where you're on the water. So as you can see, the Bullet, the wooden roller coaster, is pushed up against the water there. We're not allowed to go back over there. But I want to talk about this. If you can see in the distance, you can see some pier, like a few piers over there. Yeah, that's owned by private property people. That's owned by private ownership. So people actually live really close to the amusement park. Here's the entrance to the Boardwalk Bullet. Like I said, it's an all wooden roller coaster. So this ride, I recommend going on. If you only have one option, if you only have time for one ride, or if you only have enough money for one ride, do the Boardwalk Bullet. You will not regret it. This is an all wooden roller coaster, and it pushes you around. I mean, and it goes pretty fast too. The first drop from the hill is pretty intense, especially with the full capacity. I actually could not film with my video camera that I had, so I had to sneak out my phone and record with that. So I only got about maybe 20 seconds of footage. So I hope you enjoy. It does get a little shaky towards the end, so just here's the experience. And from there, the footage just gets so shaky. I had to turn it off actually right there because I was afraid I was going to lose my phone. So I actually found this plaque that I found pretty funny. It says, on March 2nd, 1836, Texas declared her independence from Mexico. Wild Comanches roamed the plains. Rangers protected the frontier settlements, and this building was not here yet. So I like this plaque because it has a little humor to it. It adds a little humor to the park. And it's nice to see a little bit of Easter eggs like that around the park. There's a little photo op where you can go behind those bars and pretend that you were, I don't know, in an old-time jail cell. And here are some saloon doors, some swinging doors you can go in there. There's a little stool there where you can just stand on for shorter people. And it's just, you know, a little thing to add on to the park. I love the way how they decorated this park. So for those of you who need it, yes, Starbucks is offered on the grounds of the amusement park. It is right next to the Boardwalk Bullet, and it's just like any other Starbucks. It's lovely. So that pretty much concludes the video. One last thing I did want to mention was, you know, I went on a nice, beautiful sunny day, and I just love the landscape of the way that they did the park. I mean, I'm right next to a parking lot, as you can see, and with everything, with the bushes, with the flowers, to the palm trees, and in combination with the nice sunny weather day that I had, it just was a combo for a beautiful, beautiful day. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this first Things to Do Kemah Boardwalk. I would greatly appreciate it if you guys would like, subscribe, you know, and I don't know, spread this video around so I can go around, show you more things to do, and hopefully we can all bond together over our favorite memories of Kemah Boardwalk and other places like so. So I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you very much.